Hello everyone. Welcome to chemistry classes by Mrs. Mahi, your chemistry teacher. Aha, I forgot. You all must be knowing me by my official name, Mukesh. Okay, let's begin today's session on some basic concepts of chemistry. You know what basically science is? It is systematized knowledge gained by mankind through observation and experimentation. Now, coming to our subject, let's clarify what is chemistry. Chemistry may be defined as the branch of science which deals with the study of matter, its composition, its properties, and the changes which it undergoes in composition as well as in energy during various processes. There are several branches of chemistry. We would primarily focus on these 7: inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, physical chemistry, industrial chemistry, analytical chemistry, biochemistry, and nuclear chemistry. Organic chemistry, the chemistry branch which deals with the study of carbon compounds, especially hydrocarbons and their derivatives. Inorganic chemistry, this branch deals with the study of compounds of all the other elements except carbon. Nuclear chemistry, this branch deals with the study of nuclear reaction such as nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, transmutation process, etc. Physical chemistry, this branch deals with the explanation of fundamental principles governing various chemical phenomena. Industrial chemistry, this branch deals with the chemistry involved in industrial processes.
2, 3.
Analytical chemistry, this branch deals with the qualitative and quantitative analysis of various substances. Biochemistry, this branch deals with the chemical changes going on in the bodies of living organisms, plants and animals. Now, coming on the importance of chemistry in our daily life. Chemistry plays very significant role in almost all walks of life. Chemical principles are important in diverse areas. Some of the major contribution of chemistry to the life in modern world, which I am going to tell you further, like medicine, industry, agriculture, energy resources, comfort, convenience and pleasure. Chemistry in medicine. Modern chemical discoveries have done a lot to eradicate disease and to improve health. In present situation of pandemic threat, you must have heard about US ordering some chloroquine and paracetamol from the country like India. Chemistry in industry. Chemistry plays an important role in almost all industrial process like manufacturing of synthetic fiber, plastics, paint, cement, glass, ceramics and extraction of metals like silver, magnesium, gold, iron, etc. Chemistry in agriculture. The major contribution of chemistry in the field of agriculture is the use of chemical fertilizers, insecticides such as DDT, Gamaxin, methoxychlor and preservative like sodium benzoate, sodium metabisulfate and salicylic acid. Chemistry in comfort, convenience and pleasure. Chemistry has helped us in getting a number of amenities. Some examples are domestic requirements, air conditioning, film industry. Chemistry and energy resources. The energy resources like coal and petroleum are being exhausted at a fast speed. Therefore, attempts are being made by chemists to utilize the nuclear energy and solar energy for meeting our requirements. Now, coming to our next topic, physical classification of matter. It could be broadly divided into three types: solids, liquids, and gases. Solids. Solids have a definite shape and volume. They have many surfaces, have a melting point above the room temperature. Liquids. Liquids have a definite volume but no definite shape. Liquids just have one surface. The melting point of liquids is below the room temperature. Gases. Gases neither have a definite shape nor volume. Gases have no surface. Last, the boiling point is much below the room temperature. Now, coming to the building block of our chemistry, which is the chemical classification of matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that occupies space, possesses mass, offers resistance, and can be felt by one or more of our senses. Matter is divided in two types on chemical classification: pure substances and mixture. Pure substances are further divided into two types, that are element and compounds. There are three types of elements again: metals, non-metals, and metalloids. The compounds are further divided into two types: organic and inorganic compound. Now coming to second classification of matter, that is mixture. Mixtures are of two types: homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Pure substances. Pure substances have fixed composition. They cannot be separated into simpler substance by physical methods. They can only be changed in identity and properties by physical methods. Their properties don't vary. Mixture. Mixture have a variable composition. Their components retain their characteristic properties. They may be separated into pure substances by physical methods. The mixture of different composition may have widely different properties. Mixture are of two types: homogeneous and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture have same composition throughout, but heterogeneous mixture do not have same composition throughout. Element. Element may be defined as pure substances which is made of just one kind of atoms. Elements can be further divided into following types: metals. Metals are generally solids and have characteristics such as hardness, malleability, ductility, high tensile strength. Non-metal. Non-metal are generally non-lustrous, brittle, and poor conductor of heat as well as electricity. Metalloids. Metalloids are these kind of elements. They have characteristics common to metals as well as non-metals. Some common example of metalloids are arsenic, tin, bismuth, and antimony. Now coming to second classification of pure substances, that is compound. Compound may be defined as a pure substance which can be decomposed into simpler substance by some suitable chemical method. A compound is formed by combination of two or more elements in a definite proportion by mass. Compounds are further classified broadly into two categories: organic compounds and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds are those type of compound in which carbon element is the essential constituent of compound. They are originally obtained from living sources like animals and plants. Some examples are oil, fat and proteins. Inorganic compound. These compounds find their origin from non-living sources such as minerals and rocks. The examples of inorganic compounds are common salt, marble, gypsum, etc.